Do it scared. Even failure puts you ahead of those still planning. Courage isn't the absence of fear. You're always going to be scared. Even people that are confident are still scared. Nervousness is just excitement dressed as fear. But so many of us psych ourselves out. We worry if things aren't going to work out. We doubt, we fear, and we just let that be enough. We let that be enough to talk us out of our goals and dreams. We let that be enough to scare us out of the future that we truly want and settle for the life we say we hate. But if we hate it that much, why not start? Why not do it scared? Why not do it unsure? Why not do it slow? Why not do it and figure it out as you go? It's not everything in life is meant to just happen and you do it perfectly. No, almost nothing is. Learning to walk, tying your shoe, potty training, the first day of sports, the first day of playing a musical instrument, the first day of work, like you're learning, you're training, you're developing. But so many of us, these things that we truly say we want, these big dreams, these big aspirations, finding the love of your life, achieving certain things. And it's like, well, I'm too scared to do it. Or we'll make an excuse to say we're too busy or we don't have time or why we have to wait until tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes a year and then a year becomes 10 years and 10 years becomes a lifetime. And it's because we're waiting for the perfect opportunity. But my challenge to you or my insight to you is start anyway. And it doesn't matter how ugly it is. It doesn't matter how scared you are. It doesn't matter even if you fail. You're further than those who never start. Those people that never even begin, you're going to still beat them. So you have even less competition to be successful. And failure is just learning. That's all you have to learn or understand is that there's no such thing as failure. True failure is people understand it would be quitting. It would be giving up. It would be never starting. That's true failure. But failing along the journey, it just increases your time to succeed. It doesn't matter how many no's you get. As long as you continue to get no's, you'll eventually get a yes. So go get your reps in. Go get the volume. Go get the attempts. Go get that all the experience that you need. And experience is all the attempts that you failed. And you start learning how to win. You start learning what works, what doesn't work, what the path to success actually looks like. It's paved through failures. It's paved through action and not being scared and not being affected by the rejections, by the no's, by the failures, by the mistakes, by the things that didn't work out, by the people doubting you, by the people not supporting you that say that they would always support you. You have to push through anyway, in spite of, and just continue and just go and know that the fear will fade. The doubts will fade. You'll get faster. You'll get more efficient. You'll get more of everything as long as you continue to proceed and you don't stop. You don't die in the doing. That's one thing I like to say. Don't lay by the wayside and give up. No, proceed anyway. Keep going anyway. And you'll eventually get where you're trying to go. It might take you 5 years. It might take your friend 3 years. Who cares? You both got to the goal. And everybody's goal is different and everybody's journey is different. So don't look to the left and right. Don't look at your friends and family. Don't look at your peers. Don't look at your coworkers. Don't look at people down the street in your neighborhood. Focus on you. Focus on your journey. Focus on what you're trying to accomplish. And take the action. The action is going to be like any action that you started. When you first started learning to walk, you didn't know what you were doing. You fell a lot. You made a lot of mistakes. You might not have been scared because you were such a baby. You probably didn't understand what fear really was at that of age. But everybody's nervous on their first day of school. Everybody's nervous on their first day of work. Everybody's nervous the first time they go in the gym. Everybody's nervous the first time they go see a new therapist. Everybody's nervous the first time they go do anything. So what's different? Why is it that those stuff you'll still do? You'll still go to school. You'll still go to the job. You'll still do these other things that you don't really want to do, but society makes you think that you have to do them, or it is a society norm. But when it's chasing your goals and dreams, chasing things that could change your life and your family's life, make you have a legacy, make you actually have an impact in life, you're not willing to do it. Then it's too scary. Then it's too fearful. Then you're too doubtful. No, that's proof that you need to do it. When you feel nervous, when you feel scared, that's a sign that you're doing something worthwhile because you're afraid to mess up. You're scared to do it. You're scared of what people will think. That means you're meant to do that. So go and do it. Stop delaying. Stop waiting. Stop taking yourself out of things. Why do we fill ourselves with fear and doubt? Why don't we fill ourselves with motivation and inspiration and positive things to go do it? We got to rewire our brain. So this was Consistency Day 361. If you got anything from this message, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.